time. I know the energies the relics of this place give off, and I know the effects they can have on those who touch them. When he pulls his hand from the depths of the robe, or of his robe, one is clutching a small Chianti cube of his own. Serotar holds it up, its dim light flickering like a candle trapped in amber. He turns the cube so you can see the small crack across one of its engraved sides. I discovered this, a cube of my own. It is damaged, sadly. Can you see the crystal that shimmer beneath the facet? You could consider it to be damaged, but there is power actually emanating from the crack. It has sustained me for some time now, Kylord. Thanks to its radiance, I've survived without food or water. Serotar's words cannot help but make you think about Van and Gunn. One trapped and the other gone. Yeah, they weren't quite so fortunate. Beware the cube, mage. If you spend too much time relying on it, you will become unable to survive without its power. I saw the deadly consequences of this with my own eyes. Serotar's composure seems to tremble for a moment, but the wizard steels himself, regaining his wise and knowledgeable demeanor. I thank you for your warning, and I will heed your words, Lone Wolf, he replies. But for now, my familiarity with Chianti magic is instrumental to the success of your mission. My studies have taught me how to use a small amount of my own life force to imbue the energy of a crystal into a vessel. I will use this energy to create an amulet that will protect you against the machinations of that poison device. I know it will work, but I lack the crystal and the vessel I need to proceed. You nod slowly, having expected something like this all along. That is where I come in, is it not? Some task you cannot perform for yourself? Serotar gestures to a small map he has carved on the surface of a pedestal in the middle of the room. It is, Master Lone Wolf. There are 2 chambers near here, both house ancient Chianti shrines. He rubs his arms as if feeling some phantom pain. The shrines have proven too dangerous for me to explore, but you will be able to find a crystal in either of them. What about the vessel? Where can I retrieve it? Serotar points to another spot in his diagram, marked with the engraving of a skull. Here. That is where I wanted to set up and carry on my research. Unfortunately, a Vordak roams that hall. I had no choice but to sneak away. I understand, you say, starting to move towards the chamber's only other exit. Then you turn to Leandra. I'll be honest, and I don't like the idea of leaving you here, Leandra, but I don't know how this magic works, and you have been lucky enough to survive when you crossed the chamber to follow me. Are you just leaving me here? She protests. Let's just say that I need you to cover my back, you reply while winking at her, hoping she gets your meaning. Leandra seems to understand you are not speaking about the Dracarim. She nods slightly. Then she turns back to Serotar, addressing him with a friendly voice. Wait, addressing him within a friendly voice. I hate to say it, but the Fryon is right, Serotar. I will stay here. I'm especially interested in your discoveries, though. Will you be so kind to tell me about them? Serotar looks quite enthusiastic, eager to divulge his discoveries to someone bright enough to understand what he has accomplished. You reluctantly leave the 2, studying the rough map one more time before you set out. Oh, it's one of these. Oh god, there's 3. What the balls? So, it's safe here. Wait, there's dangers. What? It should be safe, motherfucker. So we have Chamber of the Unyielding, the Chianti Archives, Chamber of the Worthy. I'll go to the Archives first. Sure. I have to go to all 3 anyway. Yes, I do. You reach the doorway of a chamber so large you cannot see its far side despite the presence of several bright torches lighting your way. This looks to be some kind of immense vault or archive. Tall stone cases containing what may well be hundreds of Chianti artifacts. Moving through the room, you spot several well-armed Dracarim and their Giak slaves. They appear to be searching through the cases and shelves, examining every piece of stone or strange length of metal. Some seem utterly inert, while others cause great pain to those fooling enough to touch them. Past them all you hear the inhuman voice of their taskmaster, a frightfully gaunt grey man in the scarlet robes of a scholar. This must be the Vordak that Serotar mentioned. With a Vordak leading them, these soldiers will be even more formidable. To find a suitable vessel for Serotar's ritual, you have to defeat them, but how? A frontal assault would be suicide. There has to be a better way. You lure the Vordak minions away from their master. Yep. Gathering up a handful of loose stones, you step back into the hallway and toss them against the wall to make a little noise. The Vordak, distracted by something it is researching, hisses at some of its minions to investigate the sound. You stay hidden until the last of them in the hall... until the last of them is in the hall with you, and out of sight from... the rest of the archive. Then you leap from the shadows and attack, taking them by surprise. Very good. Lone Wolf, you are one clever man. Clever shrew. Clever girl. So we're gonna have to fight a Vordak. Of course. That must have been leaping out of the shadows. There we go. Don't think I'm gonna do enough damage. Unfortunately. Oh man, no. Still, I got him. Not so bad then. Thankfully, I have enough to do this. Right, come on. You are so gonna attack. Oh no, the Vordak. Oh, balls. Oh, fuck. I'll just do this then. Hallelujah. Hurrah! Whoosh, whoosh. Wow, 2 grand. So the Vordak has now only got 1,700 health. Woo! I ballsed it up. No! No! That was shitty. Fuck my life. That was really bad. Bugger. Can I do any of these? No. Oh wait. Oh, of course. That might be enough, but I don't really want to waste it. Yeah, I guess I'll take the beating. I was gonna say, unless I have enough, which I know I don't. Oh, no. Oh, it can also heal. Oh. What? Oh great, it's healing him and hurting me. Dick. That should have hurt him. What is that crap? Wow, the Vordak has some interesting moves. Oh, for fuck's sake. What a douchebag. I'm gonna have to heal. If I don't, I'm gonna die, so definitely need to. That is for sure. Okay, at least he blocked. And he still got hurt, so that's good. There. Yay! Good. Now I can just block. Oh wait, no I can't. Fuck. Seriously, this game is the most annoying in terms of enemies dodging. Like, what the fuck? I never dodge. By comparison to the enemies. Like, they fucking always dodge. Woohoo! I'm glad I got the finishing blow at the very least. Oh man. That was a bit ridiculous. Just a bit. So there's only like 3 enemies. Whoa. Desi Walnut, the Adjudicar, and an Elixir of Edgarna. Woo! Fancy that. The battle was a long one, and it took its toll on the archive around you. Many of the shells were knocked over, their contents shattered. Those artifacts that were not lost to combat had already been ruined by the Vordak's rust search. While a few items might remain intact in here, you doubt any of them were the vessel you seek. Fortunately, the raiders may have done your work for you. Nearby there is a locked chest with the same Dracarim symbol you saw on the one back near the beginning of this misadventure. In all likelihood, this chest of valuables contains everything from this archive the Vordak considered too important to leave behind. Its scrutiny might prove to be your reward, assuming you can get the chest open without ruining whatever it holds. Lockpicking time! Of course. Lockpicking is the answer to everything. I'm telling you. Nearly. I've got 25 of the fucking things. There we go. Done it! Lockpicking's so easy when you've got loads of picks, because you just stop caring, and then you actually seem to waste less picks being ruthless than you would if you were being careful. With a few skillful twists of your picks, you defeat the lock on the Vordak's chest. You examine the chest carefully, making sure there are no hidden dangers. Satisfied that it is safe to open, you do so. Inside you find 3 items of note. The first is an ornate amulet. Craved? I think that means is meant to be carved. This game is good, but it is full of grammatical errors, which is kind of annoying. Because it's like, how did you not notice half of these? It's like, amulet is craved. Amulet carved in Chianti fashion, unless it's meant to be craved, but I highly doubt it. Though you sense no power within the pendant, it might well serve as the vessel Ceratar needs for his transference ritual. You also find blue crystals, much like the ones you have seen before. These are small and the light within them is not very bright, but they may still be of use to you. The chest also contains useful supplies that your enemies have brought here from Fatag. Ironically enough, you shall be the one who takes advantage of them. Yay! Whoa! Crystal filter. And then elixir of Volcor. Ooh! That's cool. The elixir of Volcor is pretty cool. With the blue crystals and the vessel safely tucked away in your pack, you take a moment to reflect on where you need to go next. There is no time to waste, but rushing off without a plan could be more costly than being cautious. You have the vessel and the 2 blue crystals, but their power may not be enough to power the ritual Ceratar has promised to work for you. On the other hand, there are other chambers nearby you have not explored yet. The power crystal you need may be in one of those. You should explore more before heading back to Ceratar. That's what I plan on doing. I'm gonna say I'll just show those 2 chambers again. Are there dangers in this place that I've just cleared out? Crawling with enemies. Seriously, I can't go anywhere. I mean, I might just go back here. That place is looming, or there's dangers looming. Chamber of the Worthy, I guess. So what the hell happens if it says, like, do you want to start your story from here? And you say no. Like, no? Would it just put me back or something? I don't know. Yes, I do. Regardless. You enter a wide chamber, its smooth wall lit by dozens of enchanted torches that burn without smoke and do not flicker at all. Their flames rise straight up, glowing columns of light in a room where the air itself feels heavy and oppressive. Ahead you see raw carnage, several Dracarim bodies pierced and bleeding across the tiled floor. There's no sign of their attackers, but the bolts sticking out of their bodies are slender and needle-sharp. These lethal instruments have impaled the soldiers from all directions. On the far end of the chamber you spot what the troops lost their lives trying to obtain. There on a pedestal in front of a tall sculpture, you see a reliquary? No idea. Emitting red light from within. Corpses litter the room, a warning that the chamber itself might be deadly.